somebody's on the side of the road. We've got another camper on the side of the road with a tire blowout.
Nobody else is here. We shouldn't be here. This is from the government. We're pushing our luck at this point. That's what's great about traveling the United States. It is so diverse.
Yeah, this is our exit.
This is where it all goes really bad. Okay, so I've always wanted to see this big statue of the Native American. I've seen so many pictures. We've driven by it, we're stopping, or we decided to stop. But it turns out like there's detours everywhere
in this
the
town.
Exit for it, it's part of a rest area in Chamberlain, right before the Missouri River. And I don't know, hopefully we get there because the exit for it is shut down. So I was like, oh, we'll just go around.
Yeah, it's
well.
Here's the thing though, this is through the town right now. I'm so glad that we actually detoured through the town. Do you see all the light posts? They have hometown heroes and there are photos of veterans and people in the military. This is so cool. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we've been wanting to stop here for so long. So this is called Dignity of Earth and Sky. And I've seen so many photos of this. Pretty exciting. What have we got? And there she is. That is a big statue. Dignity of Earth and Sky. Dedicated September 17, 2016. Okay. Cool design. So it was at this site here in present day like Chamberlain that Lewis and Clark stopped. They needed a break, so they did it right here. This was part of their route back in 1804, which is crazy because it was a long time ago, but it wasn't that long ago. And this says also that they had been kind of the first Americans to see, not the first, but some of the first to see the giant massive herds of bison.
Yeah, bison, buffalo, whatever.
Bison, buffalo, however you want to say it. It says buffalo on here, so this is from the government.
You gotta learn to trust your government. That's what I do.
Buffalo sounds cooler than bison. Yes, I know they're bison. American bison. Wild. History everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I have no idea what's in this building. Let's see. Okay, so clearly I didn't know my Lewis and Clark history.
Look how they built this in to like go outside.
This is a cool museum.
Unbelievable.
I honestly did not know that they started their journey by boat. I just assumed it was all across land.
Yeah, I didn't either.
They made it all the way this far by water. That's incredible.
So you could row it, you could sail it, setting or poling, or they towed it with cords.
Wow.
How cool is this? Come on.
Okay, so I have a little bit more information now. Maybe I'm the last to remember this from high school or middle school or whatever, but Lewis and Clark, they entered the Missouri River in St. Louis, and they got here and they camped on the opposite bank in September of 1804, and then they camped at the exact same place almost 2 years later, which
On their
is
return trip.
insane. Like, we know the Missouri River is the mighty Mo. It is the longest river that we have in the United States. And they didn't know that. They didn't know how wide it was. They didn't know how far it went. That's who discovered it. This is just great history. And like I said before, not that long ago.
Can you imagine volunteering for that? They had no idea what this would involve or if they'd ever come back or what they would face. It's pretty incredible.
And this is coming into an unknown land with unknown peoples, just a lot of unknowns, not unlike just straight up sailors anyways, going out to sea to even discover here in the first place.
I know. It's amazing.
I didn't know that this was a Lewis and Clark thing. But
no, I didn't either.
And it probably is all the way across the country. Like we were in Seaside, Oregon, and that's where they hit the Pacific Ocean. So I mean, if you're traveling, you can find points all over the place that are, you know, Lewis and Clark centric. But apparently I didn't really know my history because
I did not know.
I thought they walked here. No, they took a boat here, and I still don't know when they stopped taking a boat.
We're going to have to brush up on our Lewis and Clark history. But please make this a priority to stop because this is way better than we anticipated. This is not just a truck stop. Yeah,
this is good. Hopefully the construction's done by that time you're rolling through here. It should be.
What do you think? We go across the country in these guys?
I want to say if we were back then, we would have.
I think we would have. Cozy accommodations. A tent this size for 5 or 6 men.
5 or 6 people in that?
Wow.
Dang.
Huh.
This is exactly why I like coming west, because it's like fresh history, if that makes any sense. So it still feels, I don't know, I mean, as an RVer, you feel like you're exploring. You're doing the same thing that people did when they headed west not that long ago, only like a few centuries ago. So I learned a lot that I had learned at one point, but you kind of forget it. Yeah. It's just so much more interesting when you see the land in person. It just brings it to life. So the Missouri, massive river, biggest river in the United States. So we just crossed that, and unbelievable. I remember this is what struck me the very first time we crossed the country here, back in 2018.
The grasslands.
The grasslands.
Yeah.
And can you imagine when they saw them? They were they weren't green. They were filled with buffalo.
Yeah.
That's how many buffalo they were. It's just an unbelievable landscape. So much different than what we grew up with.
Yeah,
like if you grew up in Florida, this is going to be different. You grew up in California, this is going to be different. Maine, the Northeast.
Yeah.
So it's different. That's what's great about traveling the United States. It is just so diverse.
Yeah, and the more we travel, the more appreciation we have for all those different locations.
Yeah.
People ask us a lot, haven't you seen everything? And like, no. And even the things we have seen, it's still so exciting to see them again. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's
it doesn't
so awesome.
Get old. It really does not get old.
No.
We've had a great day. We were in Sioux Falls this morning. Yep. Beautiful falls right there. I did learn that the locals pronounce it Sioux, so I like to say Sioux. So it's Sioux Falls. And then that quick little stop ended up being really awesome. I'm joking, of course.
Yes, he's totally kidding.
We're heading to the Badlands. I think what we're going to do is, because it's raining tomorrow, our plan was to hit the wall.
Yeah, and that is
out there. That boondocking spot. It overlooks the foothills to the Badlands, but it's raining and going to be stormy. There's some extreme weather there, so we don't want to go just for a couple days there and get stuck in the mud or anything like that. So I think we're actually going to just cruise through the park with the RV attached and find a hike. So that's what we learned the very first time we went to the Badlands, was that the road was big enough that you could bring your RV through. We're on 90, so you can cut off into the park and then come right back up onto 90. You're still going the same direction. Yeah. So if you're hooked up, still stop. That's what I remember. But we're going to find out here soon if it was a mistake or not. This whole day has just been Harleys. Just Harleys. So all you bikers, I love the whole scene, because when you can get a group of guys and girls together and they're all like, they have one mission. This is the annual pilgrimage to Sturgis. I like any culture that has that kind of dedication.
And that we have a tie to it this year.
Yeah, because your mom is there.
That's gonna be
on their
so
very
awesome.
first cross-country trip. We're just gonna view this as a scenic byway. We're cruising through a national park. There's plenty of places to pull over. We're gonna do a couple little hikes, but the views are just gonna be so much better than staring at this highway.
Don't skip it if you feel like you don't have time, because it's going to be worth it just driving through the park.
Yeah, and you don't even need to do hikes. They do a really good job with this place that it literally is a drive-through park if you want it to be. There's so many boardwalks and everything is accessible right off the road.
This is our exit.
Badlands, here we come. It even says it on the sign. It
says-
says scenic byway. I wasn't making it up.
You got it, babe.
There's no turning back once we're out the door. Leave your message here on the telephone, 'cause we've no idea when we're coming home. Any place we wander to, any season we go through.
See this? Very RV friendly.
Yeah.
Look at the Badlands. Man, I've missed this.
I know. Badlands was one of our first like real adventures. I feel like camping on the wall was one of those places where we had seen it on YouTube, but we had seen photos and we were like, that's a place we want to go. And then we went and did it and we were like, this isn't real.
Yeah, that's still like top 5 boondocking spots.
Absolutely.
On the wall.
Unbelievable. I'm really sad that the weather's not cooperating because I really wanted to do that now, but it's just like we said, not a place you want to be
Oh
during
yeah,
nasty
that looks
weather.
like an adventure is coming. And probably not a good adventure.
Not a good one.
Alright, let's go check
We're gonna walk out to the edge.
Yeah, look at all these different layers.
I mean, you get like hit instantly with what this place
Oh, yeah.
is like the second you pass through that gate.
Yeah, pull over at your very first pull
Yes.
off as soon as you get through the gate. First exit you see heading west
Yes.
is gonna be, this is your first stop.
This is your first stop,
Look at this.
and it is amazing.
This is just one of those places that just don't quite look real.
Yeah, and it's very hard to capture what it actually looks like.
It's pretty dramatic with the sky though. Look at that sky. Did it say how long this loop is?
I'd have to look that up. I don't know how long.
Probably
I
less
bet
than
it.
50 miles, right? 30?
Oh yeah, I think so. Inside the park, it's got to be around 25, 30. Let's go
Alright.
check out some of these other stops along
Yeah,
the
look at
way.
this. There's 3 RVs here in this parking lot.
I know, I love it.
Around the world with you. When you smile, I smile too. How I ever made it without you, heaven knows, heaven knows. Storm is on our heels and we'll be swept away. We better run, Lordy, what you say? Wanna be alright with you by my side. I can't believe you're mine.
Alright, so that's kind of why we didn't want to camp on the wall. Even just trying to film a couple things right there with the storm coming in, the RV was going whoa, whoa, whoa. If I had to camp here, I would make sure all the tanks were full, especially the fresh water,
Yep.
to add that lower center of gravity and weight, an anchor point. If I had to, and I knew like there was no other option, I would just make sure we weren't broadside to the wind,
Right.
which we were just broadside to the wind. That's why the
That's why the
RV was
RV is
just
like rocking back and
It
forth.
wasn't going to tip over.
No.
It's
But you want to make sure
watch.
your nose to the wind.
Crazy, crazy storm.
Let's run away from it now.
I think we are running away from it.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
it's
dark
early. It's like 5 hours early than what it was supposed to hit.
I know.
But this is like, I mean, this is the Badlands. That looks like the Badlands right now.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad. It feels like you're on like an alien planet.
The thing we're trying to find is some goats. There's a bunch of goats here and stuff. We passed some, but it wasn't in a good spot to pull over.
Nope.
And I'm not going to sit here and stay in the middle of the road.
Stop in the middle of the road.
Oh man, this is great.
This is way better than I anticipated. Like
yeah.
so much more dramatic.
This is a lot of fun. Here,
Wow.
look at that view. Oh man.
Thunder. It's awesome. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
And this is where it all goes really bad.
What? Yeah, I know. We like don't say those things, Daddy.
This is it. I mean, this is the scene.
This is the scene?
Oh yeah, this is the scene.
Oh man, I hope that's on there because that was some serious lightning.
Yellow Mounds Overlook. Check it out. We got yellow
They're
mounds.
yellow.
Mustard mounds.
Mango mounds?
No, mustard mounds.
No, Lily said mango mounds.
No,
red on
mustard mound. Yeah, see, this is why, like, nobody else is here. We shouldn't be here.
They're just all smarter than we are.
Oh, God. 66 degrees. So just 90.
It was 90. What did you say? 65. It keeps dropping. What is happening? Maybe we are in some scary movie.
Well, let's turn with the road, Corey.
64.
What is happening?
It's just going down.
What? This is crazy.
It's nice over there.
Yep, let's go over there.
Nice over there.
Okay.
Look at that wind going
Wow.
across there like that.
I don't know if they're going to be able to see it or not.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Don't push us over,
Hold
Wayne.
tight. Hold tight. Here we go.
Push us over. Holy cow.
You feel that? It's hard to feel sometimes unless you're driving, like how much the wind is tugging at the RV. The theme of this video is, you can bring your RV here, but should you? Oh my gosh, Corey. Oh my gosh.
Well, this is like a pack.
Yeah, I know. Slow. Is that RV still behind us? They're still doing good? Yeah. Okay. There's like mud coming across the road. Oh my god. Really
This is where we pulled over and saw all the goats.
Yeah, right here.
So we're almost out.
Let's not pull over and see anything right
Oh,
now.
so pretty
Oh,
though.
I know. I'm so bummed that we're missing this. Oh, these bikers. Sorry, guys. That stinks.
They got a good spot there.
Yeah, they found something. There were a lot of bikes on this road earlier.
Yeah, there was.
I hope they get off fast.
So this is how the Badlands are all the time. There's a permanent storm over the Badlands. As soon as you get back on 90, the weather's
Bright
perfect.
sunshine. You're so full of it.
We were going to spend the night on the wall a couple nights, but this weather, like we just said, is keeping us from that. And then our next idea was we were going to actually boondock right in Wall by Waldron. So you can actually overnight there in those parking lots. But we're going to actually head to Rapid City. We have some reservations there starting tomorrow. So I just want to get a head start on that if it's going to be nasty anyways.
Yeah.
So, Rapid City is our next move.
Here
That's Nomad View right there.
There it is.
Or not Nomad View, but
Yep.
something, I don't know.
Nomad dispersed camping.
Yeah, can you see some of the
Yeah,
RVs
can you see
on
the
the wall?
RVs up there? I don't know if they're
Look
going to be
that
able to
way.
see it.
Over there, you can see
There you go.
And the wind is going.
They're getting a show right now. So
They're
that
definitely
is-
getting a show.
That is our top 5 boondocking location right there.
Wow.
But
That
you
was
don't
awesome.
want to go in there in the mud.
New.
Nathan Mercer and Let's Run My Journey were just there.
Yep.
And they said it was packed. So I'm interested to see his footage from that.
Look, they're all the way down here.
That's what he said. He had to go all the way down there because it was all taken up. I
Wow.
bet everybody saw this storm coming in.
Peace out.
Took off. See? I told you. Only over the Badlands. Perfectly fine on 90. Look.
Oh,
We were in a death trap a second ago.
That
Now
was
it's just
pretty,
like, oh, what's going on over there? Don't go to the Badlands.
You need to go to the Badlands. Don't listen to him. Just watch the weather.
That's a proper scenic byway.
Yeah. Exactly. Memories were made.
Memories
That's all that
were made.
matters.
Yeah.
All right. Rapid City?
Rapid City.
All right, so the storm is still behind us, but we just pulled over because somebody's on the side of the road. We've got another camper on the side of the road with a tire blowout.
They don't have an impact or anything.
Oh, I gotcha.
Or a lug, I think. Lug wrench.
Oh, gosh. All right.
Change that fast and we change our own.
That was really fast. Okay.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know, because this is not looking good ahead of us now.
He's over.
Rumble strip. Good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. They're behind us?
Yeah, he just bought that. I think this might be his first trip to Sturgis. So he wasn't outfitted. So I'm glad we stopped.
Good to go. Excellent. Normally, we rarely find opportunities where it's safe to pull over, and it just so happened it worked this time.
Yeah, I was already slowing down
Yeah.
because there was a bunch of his tire in the road.
Poor guy.
Oh man, he wasn't going long though, so that's good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Didn't do
He tore off that fender skirt, but underneath he didn't lose that much.
Good.
I was surprised to see there was no plywood under it. It was just the fabric between, unless it got blown out. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, you never know what could have gotten ripped out of there.
Whoa! That bird almost hit us.
Well, I'm glad it didn't do more damage. Okay.
All right, enough adventure for one day. I'm ready. So we've done today. Woke up at the fairgrounds, did Sioux Falls, packed up, did that really cool Lewis and Clark and that cool statue on the side of the road.
Yes.
Badlands, tire change. Did they just go off the road?
Not really sure
What in the world is going on here?
on over there.
Tire change. That's enough.
Yep, we're done.
We're pushing our luck at this point.
All right.